Hello, and welcome to an earthy Taurus triangle mandala. So, this is a grounding practice. So, you can start on your knees in a comfortable seat, anything you want to. Be intentional with the gesture of your hands and just take a few moments to really find the steadiness with your breath. The breath is this thing that guides the practice. So, when we start to access the inhales and the exhales in a way that really works for us, then we can get the practice to work for us too. So just lengthen the inhales and the exhales, relax the low belly. And if you have intention, drop it in now. Maybe you want to offer your practice to somebody who needs some good energy. Maybe you want to offer it to you. Always welcome to keep what you create, because you will share it in some way. Better me, better we. And when we're ready, we move into our first little yin posture, which is lizard lunges. So bringing the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand and moving it out to the side a little bit if that's comfortable. For those of you with a lot of space, you drop straight onto the elbows. And you can always move in these spaces, particularly in the beginning where you find the groove that your body's going to settle into. Now, I had a teacher who was very much like, you can move for 90 seconds and then after that you must stay. And that's very limiting, because what if I don't want to stay? So we sit with the stillness as best as possible. So your target area here is the right hamstring, underside of the right hip. You'll also get some left hip flexor and left quad. A lot going on. If in these last few moments of this posture you can unclench anything you think you're gripping into, even the face. And when we're ready, moving up and out the posture, taking our time, maybe going through some cat-cows or child's pose or something that feels like it works for you. And then when we're ready, and taking a few shoulder rolls in our child's pose or in our seats, just to move through the upper body, and we switch sides. So we bring the left foot to the outside of the left hand, drop in. For some of you, moving onto the outside of the left foot is going to feel really good. And always inviting movement where we need it, so that we can drop a little bit more intuitively into the pose. If coming all the way down to the elbows is a little far, you can always pop a cushion or a block or anything you have nearby, small pet, underneath your elbows, just to lean on. And we're ready. Coming up and out of the pose, back into our child's pose. Keeping the toes tucked under and moving into downward facing dog as and when you feel. So active through the hands, active through the ground in you. And then lengthening up through the sides of the body, through the middle, maybe taking some wiggles. Maybe staying still. I'm clearly having a wiggly day on this one, but if you feel like stillness is what you need, then that's what you do. We'll move forward into our plank and keep very rounded in your plank as you drop to the left side and just roll the right shoulder over the left. Come through the middle and then go the other way. So making this draping action, really stretching the fascia at the sides of the body while keeping a little contraction in the middle of you. So it's almost halfway between a down dog and a plank. There's a lot of rounding, but you'll feel the underside of you get very strong. Nice, holding one direction, then the other if it's there. If you can get the whole of the side of your foot down, very cool. If not, we just imagine. Lowering down and then lifting up on an inhale to take the hands off, putting the hands down and pushing up higher into an up dog or a cobra, coming back through the high plank, downward facing dog. So forward into plank, then lowering all the way onto the floor, uncurling the toes, breath in, shoulders back, breath out, hands down. Breath in, up dog or low cobra, high plank, downward facing dog. So we'll go one more, try keep the chest off and the in-between parts. We're rehearsing making the back muscles strong. So then we use the hands just to lift into the places we wouldn't be able to go. It's a strong exercise, but it's good for the integrity of the shape. So we'll lift the right leg up. We'll bring the right foot forward, put it down. Left leg off to the T, dropping over the right leg. Lifting up and then moving back into triangle, adjusting the feet as you need to. Reaching up, little ninja to the back. Then we drop into a Maha Mudra. Reaching over the left leg. Lifting up and stepping onto the left, lifting the right back into the T. Folding over, standing split. Stepping back through to downward dog. Inhaling into plank. Lowering down, hands off. Push down. High plank or knee plank. Downward dog. So it's a bit of a wafty transition, but we feel it. Let's move forward into this rounded plank. Find the drape over towards the right side. Come into your plank, find the drape over towards the left. Putting knees down if you need to, wobbling if that comes, downward dog. Let's take a breath in, lift the right. And then look at where you're going, step the right foot halfway along the mat, bring it up to the T, left leg off in, and dropping the head. Fiddling your feet and your body so you can move into Trikonasana. Pushing down through the feet and opening the arm. Reaching up, little ninja to the front of your mat just for a transition, then dropping bum to heel for Maha Mudra. Reaching over the left leg. Hands can stay on the whole time if you want to. Then stepping up, right leg comes off strong. Dropping down back into downward dog. We take a breath in into our plank, all the way down. Hands off, hands down. Thighs up if you can. Up dog, down dog. Now resettling through the shape before lifting left leg. Coming forward, stepping onto the left, lifting the right to the T. then dropping over the left. Coming halfway up, stepping back into triangle, then making the triangle shape. Reaching up, using the feet, little ninja to the back of your mat, just to transition, dropping bum to left heel. Breath in, we're up, hands optional, keep them on if you wobble. Hands down. Coming forward onto the right, lifting the left, look forward, then look down. Stepping back through your down dog. Coming forward into your plank. Lowering down. Hands off, hands on. Push up. High plank or knee plank. Downward facing dog. So we come forward into our rounded plank. Drop the heels over any direction. I've gone towards the right, and then lift the left arm. Maybe the left leg too. Coming through the middle. Going the other direction, take the right arm up. Maybe the right leg too. Coming through the middle. Swishing over again. Maybe it becomes a little more back bendy, maybe it doesn't. The most important part is the stability on the floor. The top part is just draping after it. Downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up. Left foot comes halfway. Step onto it for the T. Breath in. Breath out, fold. We lift up. Find your triangle. Adjust your feet accordingly. Then you're there. Reaching up. Little ninja to the front of your mat, just a transition so you can rock left bum cheek to heel. Breath in, we reach up for the Maha Mudra. Breath out, we drop over the foot. Now reach forward, watch your left toes, so your right toes go down as you lift your left leg. Then step back into downward dog. Strongly we move forward into our plank, lowering down. Hands off, hands on. Thighs off. High plank. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Option as always to take a resting pose, to take an upside down pose, take a walk, whatever you need. Already we step or jump to the top of our mat and we fold. Inhale, we reach all the way up. Tadasana, you are there. So maybe take hands to wherever you want to feel connected to right now, to the heart, to the belly. Enjoy the expansion, enjoy the breath. Let every breath in expand your spine, and every breath out just soften your shoulders a little. So we'll inhale, open the arms. Exhale, bring them back to center. Inhale to circle up. Exhale to come on down. Breath in, hands to the ground, come onto the toes. Step or jump back into your plank. Vinyasa as you wish. Downward facing dog. Right leg goes up. Right knee to nose. Keep it rounded. We'll take it back up. Knee to nose. Stay rounded. One more up. Knee to nose. Put it down. Lifting the left leg to the T. Now bringing the left knee to the nose. Expand. Left knee to nose. If you want to make this a little simpler, drop your head and keep the left leg lifted. But this is nice movement. Opening back into triangle. I'm going to circle the arm any direction. The left shoulder moves and rotates. Coming up, little ninja to the back of your mat. Then we move into the Maha Mudra. Now hands to floor or to blocks, or you can be sassy like me and lift them up and down on a breath. So just dropping head to knee, really push into the right toes. This will help you find balance. Your heel never has to be down. Now watch your left foot connect into the floor as you lift the right leg up and really stretch from head to toe. From here, I'm going to beat the right leg. Option to take beats or to take handstand hops. Before stepping back, lifting the left, crossing left over right, we're in plank. Lower down and lift into your back bend, then send the left leg all the way up. Stay there or drop over into wild thing, big back bend, small falling over, downward dog. We got a bit fast there, didn't it? Clearly the coffee had kicked in. Right, we're off. Right leg up. Right knee to nose. Put it down, lifting left leg to T. So we're staying. And you stay in your warrior 3, supported, standing split. Or see if you can take your hands around your right ankle. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Gazing point super important here, so stay with it. Nice, let's move this back into triangle. Sort your feet out, get active. Then reach the left arm up. See if you can think about taking the right hip back a little bit more. If you want to curl your right toes up, you can. It's very optional, but if you feel it, go for it. Your hand doesn't have to be on the floor to do this. It's just a way of accessing the muscles. Lifting up, mini Skandasana to transition. Now we're into Mahamudra, right bum cheek to right heel. Grab the left foot. If you can, take the foot back and start to take the left foot off. Standing up pistol squat, welcome. I am very fast on this today. This is very optional. Even opening out to the side if you feel it. Otherwise, stay on the floor, find the push-pull with the foot. You can stand up and practice the descent, the negative, that will help you start to get up. From there, we step onto the left, lift the right, standing split. Option to stay there or to drop into any form of inversion because your body's already there. So you're up and you give it a try. Find the floor, find the ceiling. Nice. Then we come back into our vinyasa. Lowering down your way. Lifting up your way. Downward facing dog. So resetting for a few breaths. We're lifting the left leg up, left knee to nose. Expand, knee to nose. Expand, knee to nose. Put it down. Reach your head forward, right leg off. So we're opening and closing with the head and the body, knee to nose. Nice. Then stepping back into your triangle. Sort the shape out, then lift the right arm. We make arm circles any direction. Or maybe we forget about that part and hold and lift the left toes off. I'm sure we will do it again at some point. Cool, reaching up, little Skandasana just to change. Left bum cheek to left heel. Curl your right toes up, really feel the muscles on the outside of the right knee work. So lifting the head up and down. From the base of the spine, we move the body. You can do the hands as well. Then reaching forward, beating the left leg to the ceiling. Staying there and making it a handstand hop. Stepping back, right leg goes up. You can do regular vinyasa or crossover. Little bent elbow, little back bend. Hardcore right hamstring pulls you up into your back bend if you feel it. Downward facing dog. Left leg up slowly. Left foot forward, step onto it, lift the right. We're holding the standing split. or the supported warrior 3, hands to ankle if you want it. Take your time, whatever you're doing. And moving into triangle, active through your feet, lifting the right arm. Obviously now I've decided to put in the arm circles, but if you did them on the other side, stay in the hold or come back into an arm circle. So we lift up, little ninja, to move us to the back of the mat. Bum cheek to heel on the left side. So see if you can find the right foot. If standing up from this is really challenging for you, I invite you to stand up, hold the right foot and practice the descent. Because when we practice the descent, we can learn how to get back up again. If you can get up and you can take your leg out to the side and do all this weird stuff that I've decided to do, feel free. Otherwise, we're back into the descent. Watch the right foot connect as the left lifts. Option to stay here, but your body's so high up that you could try, jump, hop, however you want, transition into any headstand or inversion of your choice. Use your feet, pull them in opposite directions. Imagine you're still doing your standing splits. That will help you get there. Very nice. Ascents or descents when you're ready. You can take a vinyasa or come into a seat. It's a shorter practice, so if you feel there are any other gestures, movements with your body you want to make, feel free. Otherwise, we come back into the groundiness, back into the breath. Let everything settle. Come back to intention and let yourself be for the day.